Can you smell that? It almost smells like there's violence in the air. And when there's violence in the air, you all know what that means. It is time to share some more of our savage, unpopular luxury opinions. Now, this is your all's favorite series of mine, and it's one that I also love to do because it is a place that has become a safe space for us to talk about some of our unpopular luxury opinions, things that we don't necessarily agree with the masses on. So consider this video a forum and a safe space to very respectfully share our unpopular luxury opinions. And your thoughts, they're not only highly encouraged, but they're almost required if you're gonna watch this video. So definitely let me know down in the comments below, what do you agree with? What do you not? Where do you think I'm totally crazy? And where are you totally on board? And since it's a while since I've been on YouTube, we've gotta start out with a very hot take. And it is about a bag that is a very polarizing bag. It is beloved by many, but also hated by many, and that is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. And my opinion is that I've seen a lot of videos recently talking about how the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is back, or how now it's new and stylish again. And I'm here to say that I disagree. I don't think that the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is back, but that's because I think it never left. The Louis Vuitton Neverfull is a classic bag. It has been a classic ever since Louis Vuitton launched it. I think it was back in like the early 2000s that the Neverfull came out, and it has very quickly become one of Louis Vuitton's top selling bags because it is very stylish, it is chic, and it is practical. It has become the workhorse of a bag. It has become the go-to everyday essential for a lot of you all watching this video. And so for people to say that the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is back is kind of wild, because I am sure that the Neverfull is one of Louis Vuitton's most popular selling bags in terms of number of units, if not the most popular bag. The only thing I think that's showing at any competition would be the Speedy, but I actually think that the Louis Vuitton definitely outsells the Speedy. Granted, I don't have any selling data to corroborate this, but I'm just fairly certain that it is Louis Vuitton's most popular bag. So I can't believe that we're talking about how it's back now that Louis Vuitton has released a new version of it, the inside out version, which in typical Louis Vuitton fashion had a huge influencer campaign behind it. Now this inside out version is named very appropriately because it is a Neverfull that can be turned inside out. But I'm fairly certain that your pre-existing Louis Vuitton Neverfulls can also be turned inside out. The only difference is that this one is now available in more fun colors in terms of the interiors. You would see a lot of like reds, blacks, navies in terms of the interiors for typical Neverfulls, but now they've got pink, they've got green, they've got yellow. So they've essentially just rebranded it. Yes, I know there's a removable pouch. Yes, I know there's a different strap that's been added to it, but at the end of the day, this is the same bag that we all know and love. So I think it's kind of crazy that they rebranded this and tried to tell all the it girlies to tell us that it's back so we would buy it even more or buy a second one. But at the end of the day, the Neverfull never left because it is a classic that everyone's been buying, and now they just have a new option in terms of a different variation that they can buy. Now I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this next one, but honestly, I stand by what I'm about to say. Now, we all know that accessorizing your bags, adding not just 1, 2, or 3 bag charms, but several bag charms and accessories, necklaces, jewelry, bracelets to your bag, i.e. Jane Birkinifying your bag, has become a huge trend. But if I'm honest, I look at a lot of these gorgeous, stunning, expensive bags that have been Jane Birkinified, and to be honest, I think they look a little tacky. Listen, if you're gonna take an expensive bag like a Birkin or a Louis Vuitton bag or a Chanel bag, and if you're going to over-accessorize it, I think you need to make sure that your accessories are just as cute and luxurious as the bag itself. A lot of the ways I'm seeing that this trend has been executed, people are putting kind of like, I don't know what to say, like kind of like down market, kind of like cheapy accessories on these gorgeous, stunning, well-made bags. And so to me, they almost look kind of junky. It's like if you were to put like bad jewelry on a really gorgeous outfit, I think you've ruined the outfit. It's the same thing with these bags. Why are we taking $5,000 and $10,000 bags and putting like, I don't know, like stuff you'd find at like Dollar Tree on the bag. I am all about the accessorizing, and I've seen some really cute little characters, like little like cuddly animals, and like some jewelry that people put on the bags that are super duper cute. I also think the charms, like the perfume holders and like the little nano bags that you can put on, those are super cute. But that is because those accessories are done really well. So I would just say, I think if you are going to Jane Birkinify your bag, maybe make sure that your accessories are just as nice as the bag itself to keep it looking fancy, expensive, and gorgeous. And on the topic of Jane Birkin, who is obviously the inspiration for the Birkin bag, it just got me thinking about Birkin bags in general. And I'm gonna talk about two very popular bags. And there's one that I actually think is kind of better than the other, and I don't think that this is the mainstream opinion. So if you were to take the Kelly Pochette versus the Mini Kelly, I think that the Mini Kelly right now is more popular, but I actually think that the Kelly Pochette is a better bag than the Mini Kelly. Let me start by saying I love both of these bags, and I would be very happy to have either one in my collection. So this is not dogging the Mini Kelly, but I think that the amount of craze behind the Mini Kelly, where it is causing people to spend 3, 4, 5 times the amount of a Mini Kelly in order to be offered one, especially in like a top tier color like Rose Sakura or Cray or Nata, something like that. People are going insane in order to be offered a Mini Kelly. Now I know that the Hermes Kelly does have a crossbody strap, and so that's the reason a lot of people say that they prefer that bag over the Kelly Pochette. But hear me out here. The long crossbody strap that comes with the Hermes Mini Kelly, it's actually quite short. And so a lot of people, I would venture to say most people above the height of like 5'2", 5'3", cannot crossbody a Mini Kelly comfortably because the strap isn't actually that long. So you can still throw it over your shoulder, but you can't crossbody it. And a lot of people, you know, when they're on the go and they need their hands free, they really like to crossbody a bag. So do I think that just being able to throw something over your shoulder makes it a superior bag? I don't think so, because everyone who talks about the Mini Kelly says that they can barely fit anything. It only fits certain phones in it, and you've got to tilt it in diagonally. And then you can get like a lip gloss and a keys, and that's just about it. But the Kelly Pochette fits so much more in it. And for me, that is more important. If I can fit my phone and everything else I need, like sunglasses, card holder, lip gloss, keys, all of that in a bag, I actually think that's more important than being able to put it over your shoulder. So for me, I think that the Kelly Pochette is a superior bag. I also think that the look and feel of the Kelly Pochette is more versatile than the Mini Kelly. The Mini Kelly is obviously in the Cellier style. It is structured, and so it's, you know, it's a pretty structured, like almost like rigid looking bag, which I think is super cute, especially in its small size. But the Kelly Pochette can go with a lot more outfits. It can go very casual super easily. It can also go very elevated super easily, just depending on how you style it with your outfit. I think it's more of a chameleon, and I think it's less specific. And I also think because it doesn't have that top strap, it can also go more elegant more easily, which is why just like overall, if you were to give me either one for free today, if I could only have one, I would pick the Kelly Pochette. But with that said, I would still like a Mini Kelly, so don't get me wrong. I would definitely take either one of those bags. Now let's talk a bag that I've actually been open about the fact is not my favorite in general. I think I shared it in an Unpopular Opinions video, and I shared it because I know a lot of you all love the Loewe puzzle bag, which has been recently replaced by the Puzzle Edge. And a lot of people are unhappy about this change. They are saying that the Puzzle Edge is not nearly as cool, as chic, or as functional as the Loewe puzzle bag. But I am here to disagree, and I just want to say that, like, as an onlooker, someone that does not own the Puzzle or the Puzzle Edge, I think they are pretty similar in terms of look and feel, and I don't see what all the fuss is about why they're different. I mean, at the end of the day, the things that you all told me that you love about the puzzle, when I said I didn't like it, you said you love the quality. I think the quality is still there. Although the number of pieces used to create the bag is different, more pieces versus less pieces, I mean, whatever. It still kind of looks the same, and there is still that beautiful Loewe craftsmanship in it. So I don't really get that part. A lot of you have said that it's a great everyday use bag, also a great travel bag, and it looks like the functionality of it is still the same. And I mean, the overall aesthetic of it still looks pretty similar. Yes, the Puzzle Edge is a little softer, a tiny bit slouchier, but not like in this like weird, overly slouchy, like overly casual way. I still think the same overall vibe comes across in the puzzle edge. So I would just say, I think for those of you all that have been kind of like distraught by the puzzle edge replacing the regular puzzle, I would just say, maybe take a step back and think about like why you're so upset about it. Is it just because change is different and we don't like change sometimes? I think that might be more the reason why people are upset that their favorite bag got replaced. But actually, everything that you all love about the puzzle, I think it's still there. Now, again, like I said, I do not own either one. So please let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that, or if there are some other reasons I'm missing about why people are so upset about the puzzle edge. But I think overall, you're still getting the same vibe across. So if you like that bag, I still think that the puzzle edge is a great option for you. And finally, I want to talk about a brand that I think, especially based on my own personal experiences recently, has almost emerged as the industry leader in terms of quality, service, and just like overall shopping experience. And that is, I think Bottega Veneta is the new luxury leader in terms of experience in general. Now, you all saw my recent unboxing video where I got my brand new Bottega Veneta medium andiamo bag. And I don't think I talked much about the overall store experience, but you all, it is just absolutely top notch there. You go in there and you get not just one sales associate helping you, but multiple sales associates, which is great. You don't have to wait for someone to get one bag, then lock it back up, then get another bag and lock it back up. They're just pulling out bags for you left and right. So it's really nice because you can try on a lot of things in a short period of time. There's also someone that can easily run and grab stuff from the back while someone else is helping you. So I really appreciate that, because one thing that's kind of, I mean, it's nice depending on the mood you're in. Sometimes if you want to shop, you're going because like you want to sit, you want to lounge and like lap up the luxury experience. But sometimes I'm looking for efficiency. Sometimes I'm booked and busy and I have things to do and I don't want to be there all day. And the luxury experience just sometimes does take a while. So having multiple sales associates helping you, I think really does speed up that efficiency. But also, you're not left there waiting and frustrated. I mean, at the end of the day, who likes waiting? And I think we all have very short attention spans these days. So anytime I can get stuff done quicker is great. I also think it's nice to have multiple people giving you opinions on things, because I truly do look to sales associates to help me with that. Now, don't get me wrong, my opinion is the most important one, but I do look to the sales associates to be like, okay, does this bag actually fit on my body, or is it way too big or way too small or just unbalanced with the way I would hold it? And the good sales associates help you with that. And anytime I've ever been in Bottega Veneta, whether it's the regular store or the outlet, they are super like truthful with you. They're not the types that are just trying to push something on you for the sake of pushing it. And I really appreciate that. I also think that the quality of their materials is out of this world. When we're seeing other brands very clearly declining in terms of quality and materials that they use to create their products, Bottega is like standing on 100, and they are making sure that they've got top tier quality materials, which I so appreciate. They are now adding even more beautiful metal detailings, things like that. So I just think that the quality of the materials that they use and how their products are made are also top tier. And now there's their aftercare service. When people like Chanel are offering, 5-year warranties, Bottega Veneta is out here giving you metal cards that are QR coded, attached to your certificate of craft, which like guarantees authenticity of the bag for the rest of its life. And they give you lifetime aftercare. It's not just service, like, spaing a bag or something like that. You can also go to them for repairs and anything that you need fixed, they can fix it. And I think that is the utmost sign of quality. Anything that can be repaired, that can be fixed, and that's done graciously, not in a way that's made to seem as like an imposition to the brand, which I do think Chanel sometimes does. Bottega almost welcomes it, and they're like, you know what, we understand that there might be an issue that pop up from time to time. But I also think that the reason they're able to guarantee their aftercare service is because they know their stuff is top quality. And so they know that they're going to have very few issues. Whereas Chanel is like, we're only gonna look after your stuff for 5 years because we know after a few years, the stuff kind of starts to go. And so we don't wanna be responsible after a couple years. So I just think that like overall, the experience you get at Bottega Veneta, I mean, even just like if you're a packaging person, the packaging is absolutely stunning. I mean, I showed you all like the dust bag that I got with my andiamo was like really beautifully, like lightly printed. So I just think Bottega is crushing it. It has very quickly become one of my favorite luxury brands, and I just can't say enough good things about it. So if you are tired of the bad quality, of the bad service, and just like the weird frustratingness that can sometimes happen in the luxury world these days, go to Bottega Veneta and tell me what you think, because I think you will be very happy with your experience. So that wraps up part 5 of my unpopular luxury opinions. And like I said at the beginning of the video, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know if you agree or disagree. This is where we can have that respectful back and forth and kind of just like talk about our experiences in general. Because again, I'm just one person. My opinions can be totally wrong. So I want to hear your thoughts. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, if you missed this series about unpopular luxury opinions, I would really love it if you could just give this video a little like. So put a thumbs up down in the corner below. And if you haven't already, what are you doing? You need to subscribe to my channel. So that way you can get all my latest content about all things shopping delivered straight to you. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Lily and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye everyone.